Time to go.
Is this all going down to the transfer yards?
That should do it. No, this is going up to Scarlowy.
Are you sure that I can take all this? It seems a bit heavy.
Don't worry. I'll push you until you get to the top of the hill.
You can just roll down after that. Thank you, Freddy.
You alright, Ivo?
I'm fine. Just need a rest and some water.
Well, it's all downhill from here. I'm going back to the quarry. Got some more work to do. Take care.
Thank you, Freddy. See you soon. Driver, fireman, look, there! Huh? What is it? Over there! I don't see anything. You missed it. Well, what was it? What was that? It sounded important. The trucks! You mean like a Bedford? No, our trucks! They've broken away! What? Come along, Ivo. We've got to catch them. Nice. Freddy, are you alright?
I'm not dead. Good thing these vans were empty.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Cup one probably snapped. I've seen it before. Didn't think it would chase me all the way here, though.
What is this place?
It's one of the mines I used to work at. Closed down a few decades ago.
Oh. It's nice.
It was.
What happened?
One of the engines caused a cave-in. Killed quite a few people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I wouldn't dwell on it, but you best hope Duke gets here soon.
Oh no, you're right. Whatever will he say?
Honestly, Ivo, I've dealt with stupid scallywags, but this takes the cake.
I'm sorry, Duke. I don't know what happened.
Exactly. You weren't paying attention.
Is this true, Ivo Hugh? Yes, sir. I thought I saw something. What was it? I thought I saw the water wraith.
Don't be foolish. That thing doesn't exist. Own up when you made a mistake. Don't make up stories to avoid accountability.
Yes, Duke.
What do you think, Porter?
Well, I can't blame you. Since the coupling snapped, the trucks could have still broken away even if you were watching them. That being said, I still want you to pay more attention. Now, since Freddy is in the works, the new quarry needs an engine to manage the workload.
How about you send Ivo?
That sounds reasonable.
It's his fault that the new quarry is out an engine.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Ivo Hugh. You think he'll do well?
That young scallywag admitted he was wrong. I've known others who wouldn't.
There's my uncle. I was wondering when he'd get here.
I see. Will you be needing a ride back, Mr. Percival?
No, Perry will give me a ride back. Also, don't call me Mr. Percival.
Thank you, sir. Now, if you excuse me, I must take my departure. This place has some bad history.
What's the damage, Porter? Freddy's going to be in the works for a few days, and we are down a few trucks. Do we still have the slate? Yes, that is fine. Good. Now let's head back. I don't want to be here very long, especially alone. What's going on?
From what I can gather, Ivo's train broke away after he saw Lapis.
What?
I wouldn't worry too much about Lapis, but the way they're describing it, I wouldn't be surprised if he never speaks of her again.
Why's that?
Luke was then to scold Ivo Hugh, told him he was just being foolish.
He lays into every...
Freddy's going to have to be in the works for a while though.
How long?
A day or two.
Oh, I hope they'll fix him up good.
I'm sure everything will turn out fine. We may need to talk to Lapis about this.
Maybe. I got stuck on tourist duty today.
I guess that gives you a perfect opportunity to talk to him.
Guess so. Where is she?
Sup?
Lapis, what were you thinking?
Whoa, calm down there, cowboy. What's troubling you?
You know very well what's troubling me.
Yeah, I do.
Why are you so relaxed about this? Freddy's in the works because of you.
What?
Ivo's trucks broke away when you distracted him. It rolled down a hill and rammed right into him.
Is Freddy okay?
He's fine, but it's gonna be a bit before he's repaired.
I'm sorry.
It'll be fine, but people are gonna notice. Ivo made it on the front page of the local paper.
Do you think anyone will read it?
Well, it's the local paper, so the base will definitely see it.
I don't like the idea of them seeing it. If they find out where I live, I might have to move deeper into the mountains.
And you'll best be on your guard. Fred said they're resupplying the base with munitions, so their lorries will be out and about for a few days.
Good point.
The only other place I could see the paper going is Ulfstead.
So just Robert?
Probably. But he'd be too busy with his museum to care that much.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. I'll start laying off on saying hi on my way back to work.
That would probably be best. Don't get me wrong, Lapis, it's great you're trying to attract tourists, but I feel like you're putting a target on our backs. Do you promise to keep a low profile?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Good. I'm sorry that I had to ask you, but I'm on edge. That's all.
I'm sure you'll feel better after this train gets moving.
Bah! Get over here! Train's about to leave.
That's my cue. I'll talk to you later.
Same here.
Are you the new Sodor?
Yes, sir. Where should I start?
The last of those trucks were re-railed. Please bring them back.
Yes, sir. Oh, look, it's the boy who cried wolf. Hello, George. Aren't you supposed to be looking for a banshee? It's not a banshee. Oh, I'm sorry, a fairy tale. George, will you please move? I have important work to do. You'll have to wait. Wait for what? For me to move. When will that be? Soon.
Lay off, George. You're supposed to be working anyway.
I'm on break. We get breaks? Why should I bend over backwards for this little runt? I had to help clean up the mess he caused at the level crossing in the mines.
Are you sure it's his fault? If I remember correctly, you're supposed to look both ways. George, if you don't move, I will be forced to tell the foreman.
It's alright, George. Your real break is in an hour. You can go blow off steam then.
Are you alright, Ivo Hugh?
I guess.
Don't worry about George. He's always like that. Now, you better get rolling.
Yes, thank you. Who would have done that? Done what? No, sir. Those are just old, must have rotted. No, they look smashed. Who would do that? We can't be asking questions all day, Ivo. We have more work to do. Right.
Hey,
Shouldn't you be working?
shouldn't you?
Well, not now.
Yeah, me too. Baker let me go on break. Business has been good on these trips, but we aren't super busy.
Aren't you ever worried that one of those people might put two and two together? Half of these people come on these tours specifically to get a glimpse at you. And to be completely honest, you stick out like a sore thumb.
I've been doing this for 5 years, and no one has noticed.
Really? No one?
Not even those army people. A few of them stop by every morning for a coffee.
Guess they really do need their coffee.
You'd be surprised.
Come to think of it, why'd you get this job? You don't really need money like everyone else.
I got bored and wanted to try painting, but I needed money to start. I don't really mind it. Gives me something to do every day. It's...
Better than sitting around.
Get over here!
Speaking of sitting around,
Customers further down the lake. Don't take too long or we might start losing business.
don't worry about it. Hello? Someone order a barek?
Yes, over here. Thank you ever so much. Here's £5.
Thanks, Mr. Normandy.
No thanks needed, just a bit peckish. Have to eat something out here.
Why are you out here?
I read about little Ivo's encounter. If I can get a photograph of the supposed water wraith, it could help generate some extra publicity for the museum.
I thought it was a history museum.
I'm opening a new exhibit on cryptozoology. I'm trying to diversify to attract more tourists. Less people have been wanting to come as of late due to recent happenings.
Then shouldn't you be managing that instead of being out here at the mercy of those recent happenings?
Of course not. I've got people for that. Besides, I quite enjoy the hunt. I used to fly night fighters over Germany. I've seen far worse.
You have?
Yes, but I can't get into the fanciful tales of my youth now. I need to get back to wraith watching, and I presume you back to your job.
Something like that.
Alright then. I gave you the money for the meal. I left the tip in there for you too.
Thanks, Robert.
Don't mention it. Now you'd best be on your way. Hurry up, ladies! Enemy won't wait for us to shoot him! Private Butterfingers, are you trying to kill us all? No, sir! Now clean up this mess!
Now listen close, you two. I'm only saying this once.
Sure, boss. You know, hey, airline, action.
You done?
Most certainly, probably.
Thank you. Now these explosives are going to our base in the mountains. We can only take so much in a day. Empty wagons will be stored in that shed to be taken back to Brendam Bay. We can't store explosives in a crowded yard. So we need you two to find a sighting and guard them with your life.
Yes, boss. You can count on us.
I know I can. And you know why?
Because Belle's too busy? Because no one will miss us?
No! It's because standing around and pointing out the obvious is your specialty.
Wow. Thank you, boss. Motivated.
Now, normally, we would have a small army on guard. But due to a number of pressing matters, you'll be doing this alone. So this will also take a while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Don't kill anyone.
Yes, sir.
Private Butterfingers! Thanks a lot, you bloody moron!
This was a mistake.
It's been a while since I've seen you. How's quarry life treating you? It's been alright. Nothing I couldn't handle. I'd imagine the trip downhill makes the heavy trains a little easier. Not as much as you might think. This is actually a comparatively light load. Comparatively? They've been having trouble blasting lately. The rock is too hard in some parts of the quarry. Not as much slate to take as from a Scarloli. I guess that will make your time up there a little more relaxing. I wish. You wish? That old mine is strange. Let me guess. Is it the old scrap engines? Oh, no, but they don't help. What's troubling you? I went back there earlier and the buffers were smashed. Was that caused by the wreck? No, this was after. Perhaps some vandals. Those things are meant to stop trains bigger than me. Something big would need to wreck them. Like what? I don't know. Have you tried talking to your crew about this? They don't care. Nobody cares. They all think I'm the boy who cried wolf. I wish I could prove it. Then they wouldn't think I'm crazy. Careful, Ivo Hugh. I've seen where this goes. You have? Yes, indeed. There was once an engine like you named Percy. Just like me? He went missing a year ago. What happened to him? He got enthralled by a local legend. It was harmless at first, but then he started lashing out and obsessing over it. He went to work one day and didn't come back. Although there are theories, no one knows what happened to him. What was the legend? Legend had it that ghosts guarded the treasure that was buried at this old monument near Kildane. Legend had it? Don't you mean has it? No. They tore down the monument a year ago. Don't know why, but good riddance. The place had this aura. Like you could tell it didn't want you to be there. Sometimes I get the same feeling at the old quarry. You don't think that... No, Ivo. Don't go snooping. I've seen where it leads, and I don't want it to happen to you. Or the others. You may not know it yet, but you are in the safest part of the island. We don't need you finding a Pandora's box, so to speak. I guess. It may be hard to understand, but sometimes turning the other cheek is a better decision. It may be harder, but you may be better off in the long run, I guess. Good. Now let's get that slate loaded up. You can leave your trucks there. Your next train is ready. What do you mean? I thought I would just be taking these trucks back. Well, by your own admission, you barely have enough slate for that lot. And what am I taking up? Fire in the hole! Another faulty fuse? This is the fourth attempt in the last hour. You're telling me no one tampered with these? No, sir. I'm starting to think this was a mistake, Perry. It's been one mishap after another since we started. It's a little too late to quit, Porter. We've sunk too many resources into this. Then how are we going to pay this off? If this fails, we'll be bankrupt. This is our last chance to cut our losses. And then what? I know you mean well, Porter, but I'm not going to give up because things aren't going my way. We're Percivals, not quitters. And what are you going to do? I think the Packards have something for this exact situation. What was Mr. Percival talking about? Almost bankrupt? How could we be having so many accidents? It doesn't make sense. This place can't be haunted. Ghosts don't exist. At least I don't think so. There has to be something bigger going on. I need to ask someone about this place's history. Maybe there will be something interesting. Hello? I don't understand why someone would do this. Well, the tree probably was just old. Maybe it just fell over. Someone broke it. I heard it last night. Plus, why would a tree just happen to fall down? That's fair, but what did you hear last night? It sounded like some sort of rumbling. Like mechanical? I don't know, it just sounded big. Well, do you know who it was? I don't know who, but it was definitely an engine. How could an engine do that? It can't even get over there. I don't know, but I know what I saw. Alright, I'll tell Mr. Percival when I next see him. We'd better be off. Aren't they supposed to be blasting today? They gave up. Rock's too hard. Then how are they going to get any more slate? I'm sure Mr. Percival will think of something. Speak of the devil. Whoa.
Impressive, isn't he?
What is it? That is Thumper.
It was a prototype my father made out of an old KV. He's meant to clear very hard objects very quickly.
What kind of objects?
Originally concrete and rebar, but today it's a very hard rock.
Harry, are you sure this is necessary? It seems like overkill. At this point, anything goes. It's literally an improvised bunker buster. And we are trying to get the precious slate it's protecting.
Are you ready, Percival?
Yes, Jenny. Get him started. Ah! Eureka! What do you think it is? We'll find out later. But now, it's the product of trial and error.
Glad you both are pleased with the results.
Yes, Jenny. I'm sure he will be very useful.
Glad to hear somebody is finally getting some use out of him. He's been stuck in the workshops for as long as I can remember.
right there, Peter Sam? Mighty large load you have there.
I'm fine. I can manage.
Why are you trying to do that alone? Wouldn't someone be helping you?
Everyone else is busy. I had to do this alone.
Do you want me to take over for you? No offense, but I don't think you're built for that type of a train. Really, Stanley? Yeah. You take my tourist trains for me.
Yes, of course, thank you.
Don't mention it. Just let me get uncoupled.
There's Stanley.
We traded trains.
But I thought he was with us all day.
Yes, well, I needed help, so we traded.
Hold on. Aren't you the one that lost his funnel last Christmas?
Yes.
It looks like you were smoking the world's biggest cigar.
Yes. Thank you for reminding.
Duncan called you the second-hand smokestack.
How could I forget?
That was the funniest Christmas I've ever had. Especially that song Sir Handel improvised.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Bob, we've got one last customer. Go take this to the station house.
I got it. I'll be back. Don't leave without me.
That was the most degrading day of my life. Oh, she will laugh at it. If only I could pay her out.
I'll be back. Don't leave without me. Hey, wait. Peter Sam. I could fly up to the train now and be done with it, but there's too many people. They'll see for sure. But if I go to the lake and then fly through the mountains, there will be less people to see me.
Lost.
Look, fellas, it's the boy who cried wolf.
Wasn't crying wolf.
That's a nice view. I wish Ivo could appreciate it. He's probably too busy looking for a bird. What's wrong, Ivo? Not denying anything? Wait. How am I coupled again? What's going on? Ivo Hugh's still coupled up. But I wasn't. Driver just unhooked me. Who cares? You're stuck now. Uncouple before. broken winch, wrecked rolling stock, smashed equipment. What on earth happened? It was an accident, sir. The trucks were still coupled when the winch started pulling. And you didn't think to let someone know? No, sir. I'd already been uncoupled. You expect me to believe that? Yes, sir. I'm telling the truth. Then why wouldn't you have noticed being coupled back up? I was distracted by something. By what? It was the Wraith again, wasn't it? I see. Barry, can I talk to you for a moment? What is it, Porter? I don't think this was Ivo's fault. What? Stars had to align for this to be a random accident. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. That doesn't just happen. I think someone is using Ivo as a scapegoat. Maybe you're right, Porter. But what do you suggest? I don't know about you, but I think we should call Colonel Theodore. He helped me with my problem. At the very least, maybe he can alleviate this one. Ivo Hugh, go back to the sheds. We will deal with this. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, dinner at the house, or at that diner the Colonel always goes to? The house. It's more private. And Polly's a better cook. Are the kids asleep, Polly?
Just put them to bed. How long before your friend gets here?
Pulling into the driveway now. Hello, Peter. Hello, Peregrine. Thank you for coming on such a short notice. It wasn't a problem. Is it just you? Afraid so. Tonight's the anniversary. But if something does come up, he'll be close by.
Good evening, Peter. Would you like some dinner?
No thanks, Polly. I had an MRE on the way over. So, should we just get down to business? I would prefer so. What's troubling you both? Is Jezebel back? No, well, at least I don't think so. Then what's the problem? We think someone is trying to run us out of the old quarry. How do you know this? Because nothing has gone right since the moment we set foot there. Equipment keeps breaking. Trains keep crashing. And we keep finding smashed objects around the old part of the quarry. What kind of smashed objects? Just anything that can be smashed. Trucks, old sheds, buffers. Buffers? Do you think she may be involved? Possibly. But that wouldn't make any sense. Why would it destroy something it needs? It seems counterintuitive, as well as a waste of limited resources. You seem skeptical. Maybe I have to be. So some vandals have caused trouble. Nothing to get us involved over. And even if she is at play, how would we know this isn't some sort of a feint? Even if they were vandals, they stopped after today. What happened today? They upgraded to murderers. Murderers? Someone tampered with the couplings on a line of trucks on the incline. One thing led to another, and about 4 sentients were killed. I want to help you, but that sounds more like an unfortunate combination of events. If you want my help, then what evidence do you have? Well, Ivo's been claiming to see the water wraith around before the accidents. Maybe that has something to do with it. It doesn't. But now if you don't have any irrefutable evidence of malicious meddling, I'm afraid I will have to take my leave. Wait, Perry, do you still have that rock? Yes. Why? The accidents didn't get deadly until after we started excavating the rock. Maybe that has something to do with it. Good point, Porter. I retrieved this from the quarry after we excavated the first batch of rock. Looks like silver. Perhaps it may help somehow.
This isn't just silver, Peregrine.
Then what is it?
This is Sodor silver. Peregrine, on behalf of the SDF, Boulder Quarry is now under our jurisdiction until further notice.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Not now, Duke.
Your game of crying wolf has put the railway in a precarious predicament. Your little lie lost us our quarry. That would never suit his grace.
If I had screwed up that bad, do you think I would still be out here working?
That's because you're lucky. I had a pal who wasn't so lucky, caused trouble, and never learned. He doubled down on it and dug his own grave.
Duke, the train's ready.
But my next train isn't due for 20 minutes.
Well, Peter Sand isn't available, so you need to shunt your own trucks.
Are none of these young ones reliable?
Careful, Dookie. Complaining wouldn't suit his grace. I thought he would never leave. Sorry you had to be put through that, Ivo. I wish someone would listen to me, but everyone just makes fun of me. Yeah, I know the feeling. You do? I wasn't built for the last railway I ran on. I came off a lot, but everyone just assumed I didn't care. What did you do? I came here. That seems a little too simple. It is, but I wouldn't dwell on that. I would just try to ignore engines like Duke. Thanks, but it still hurts. What seems to be the trouble, old chap? You look quite downcast. What's troubling you? I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. I'm not a stranger. I run a museum up at Ulster. Surely you've heard of it. Sorry, I can't say that I have. Well, my name is Sir Robert Norton, Earl of Sodor. I've collaborated with your railway in the past. What's your name? It's Ivo Hugh, but you probably didn't have to ask. It says that on my nameplate. Mere pleasantries, my boy. Now what brings you out here? They did. I'm just sitting here for now. Suits me just fine. Likewise, cryptid hunting entails similar actions, though I wouldn't expect you to be the patient type. You'd be right about that. So what really brings you out here? In all the time I've known Perry, he only puts volunteers on track maintenance. I was in some bad accidents, but Mr. Percival, or Porter, didn't think I was to blame. So they put me on maintenance until things get sorted out. Sounds dreadful. What influenced Peregrine to make such a judgment? My coupling snagged on the incline and it wrecked the quarry.
Goodness, that's going to run his railway into the ground.
What about you?
I've been on the hunt. Much risk in isolation, but plenty of reward.
Aren't we not supposed to be in the forest alone? That's what all those posters say.
Ideally, yes, but those who shun risk relinquish reward.
Aren't you afraid of vanishing?
Believe me, I've seen worse.
Worse?
Tetterberg Forest, 1945.
Well, this cryptid you're after must be elusive.
Oh, she is.
So, what is it? Like a deer?
Oh my good engine, it's the most elusive creature to stalk these mountains.
What type of creature is it?
If memory serves, I believe you already made its acquaintance.
You mean the wraith?
Oh yes, I've seen her with my own eyes, truly. I know she inhabits these mountains, but she's crafty. In and out of sight like she's toying with me. And I had a way to know where her next appearance would be.
You know, I think we might be able to help each other. I don't understand. She should have shown up by now.
She probably knew I was lying in wait. Crafty devil.
Maybe we're going about this the wrong way. She's only appeared when we don't expect her, so maybe we should just put the camera on my foot plate. If nothing changes, I might catch her within a day or two.
Sorry to bear such distressing news, but my new exhibit opens tomorrow. I'm afraid we don't have time to play such a drawn-out waiting game anymore.
Then what should we do? Curfew begins in a few hours, and the quarry's closed off. Might as well pray that someone comes up.
Quarry? Yes, quarry! That's it, young Ivo! We haven't succeeded in our quest because we remain absent from the accursed location. If we wish for our labors to be fruitful, we must first enter the garden.
But it's supposed to storm tonight. Shouldn't we go after when it's safer?
I'm not scared, young Ivo. The Lord is my shepherd.
You seem awfully confident, Mr. Normanby.
If there are two things that have served me well, it's faith and experience.
But how will we get in? It's closed off.
To the general public, maybe.
What do you mean?
It pays to have friends in high places, young Ivo. We're in the lion's den now, my boy. The oldest and supposedly most haunted part of this quarry. If our preferred quarry is indeed supernatural by nature, this destination on this night of nights is guaranteed to see her appearance.
Why is everyone so unnerved by this quarry?
Oh, you don't know?
No. Everyone just puts it down to bad history without explaining.
Not surprised?
Why?
Well, back in the 1930s, this mine was part of the local industrial company. Despite the ongoing depression, the minerals found here kept the railway going strong. But one night there was an accident.
What happened?
It all started when an engine went missing during the midnight run. Back then, only 2 narrow-gauge engines worked on this mountain line, so his loss cut productivity in half. Not wanting his railway to lose money, the controller hastily bought a replacement engine from a neighboring railway. The engine was a hard worker, but he had a hot temper. But that wasn't to say he was overly abrasive. The owner's daughter, in fact, had taken a shine to him. There were many days when that girl would ride along in his cab. The workmen protested this, of course, for safety reasons, but the manager didn't see much harm in it. He would regret that.
Why?
Because she would die on his footplate in a mine collapse. Presumably, the engine hit a support beam and caused a cave.
Killed him. Is that the reason?
That's part of it. The area that this mine is in is known for a history of cults. Not much is known about their beliefs. The majority of their books and artifacts were destroyed in the 50s. But of the few documents I have gotten my hands on, The word sacrifice comes to mind.
Sacrifice?
One life in exchange for power. And it was no secret that an engine had disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Neither that the daughter was a follower of this dark faith. Some railwaymen had even made claim of seeing her wander into the mines in the dead of night. Many people began speculating, but by this time it was too late for answers. So with no controller, collapsed infrastructure, and rumors of cults, the railway was shut down and its equipment sold off by creditors or left to rot. Needless to say, because of this place's history, many people believe this place to be haunted.
What about the smashed up equipment?
Smashed up equipment.
Like those buffers out there.
Oh, that's probably just because they're old. Can't expect them to stay together out in the elements.
No, somebody's been vandalizing those. I've seen them moving about at night.
Interesting. I'm not familiar with any legend about vandals. I wonder who would do that.
You heard that bump, right?
Why, yes. I believe I did.
Did you see where it came from?
I believe from behind that building.
So Norley, where are you going? What's wrong?
Hello?
What was it?
I don't know.
What now?
Now we go back to the quarry. I believe it's time for a mandatory check-in anyways.
Where is everyone? Aren't there supposed to be soldiers?
Yes.
What is it?
Nothing. Sit tight. I'm going to see if anyone is in the office building.
Yes, sir. Hello? Who's there?
Don't trust him. He will try and trick you.
Don't trust who? Hello? Hello? I don't think you're supposed to be out here.
Doesn't it make you mad?
What?
And no one takes you seriously. You're just a nuisance to them. Don't you wish more respect?
I guess.
Well, we can give it to you. We can give you anything.
We?
Yes. I have lots of friends. And they all want to meet you.
Why me?
Because we know you're interested. Normally, you go for more endearing faces. But we've met another who was similarly interested. And they've turned out as great a friend. And she's certain you will be a great friend too.
Great.
So do you accept?
Except what?
Our friendship, of course. You have to accept it.
I have no idea who you are.
You have, I've heard. Now come with me. Or it's too late.
I'm sorry, but no.
What did you say?
You seem nice, but I'm busy at the moment. Sorry.
I never said you had a choice.
Hey, stay back. Mr. Norby! Mr. Norby! Young Ivo! Ivo Hugh! Ivo, what's wrong? Mr. Norby? Is that you? Yes, Ivo. Don't worry, we're here. I thought I didn't make it home again. Calm down and explain to us what happened. Well, I was waiting on you when... Wait. What do you mean, us? Well, it's me and whoever your new friend is. What? I was wondering when you would introduce him. I'm sorry, but I can't go with you.
It's too late. No interruptions. No, sir.
Aha! Finally got one! Coming towards us! Quick, Ivo, we must abscond! We should be safe here. What was that? It was something, that's for sure. What should we do now? Forward hastily! Oh no! Where the bloody hell is our security detail? Run! Ivo Hugh! Over to South Checkpoint. Get the AA guns!
I told you that we shouldn't have gone tonight.
Shut up, Pat. Let's just get back before anyone notices.
Tosser! Sodor, we're going uphill, but it's gaining on us. Get in. Did we lose it?
This'll stop him. Ow. Wait, wasn't that up to us too? I did not think that through.
Oh no. Dead end. Brilliant. We might still have a chance.
All in one piece, just as ordered.
Now, young Ivo. It's empty. Sorry about the collateral.
Honestly, I don't really think it matters at this point.
Still worried about the banks?
Not entirely, but it is a pressing matter. I'm just happy that Ivo Hugh made it out.
Then I suppose you may also be happy to hear this.
Hear what?
See those two over there? Because of them, not only are we one deceived down, but we also have to pay for damages to property, which includes the lost revenue from any site that we acquired.
You mean?
That you can stop worrying about the banks.
Oh, thank you, Peter. That is such a relief.
So take care as you get back to running your railways. Keep watch and all.
Thank you, Peter.
No worries. As for you two, you're getting your very own court-martial.
Yay! It's something we get to own! Hopefully it doesn't end up like the dog we ran over.
So what now? I think it's time I go back to managing in Scarloli. Managing one and dictating to you is just too tiring. So I guess I'm not getting a promotion. Nepotism will only get you so far with me. Plus, I missed a bike ride at work. The commute to Knapford just takes too long. So who will it be? I wanted to wait till he was ready, but now seems to be about the time. When I heard you were in another accident, I didn't think lightning would strike twice, let alone thrice. What happened? Well, we aren't allowed to talk about it, but now I can actually say it wasn't my fault.
And how?
Isn't that right, Mr. Norby? I have no context. So did you get any good pictures, Mr. Norby?
Well, I never got any of the Wraith, but I got some great photographs of that blue chap we met last night. I'm sure those will work nicely. And considering that I would not have attained these without your help, I want you to accompany me to today's opening ceremony.
Really? Thank you, sir.
Meal of no siree. It seemed that happily ever after was happy, everyone was after me. It was a cup of good intentions, a tablespoon of one big mess, a dash of overreaction. I assume you know the rest.
Oi, Bert, there's a flatbed on the back of this train. See that its contents get scrapped. Got it, you boys? Sorry. Gotta see this line of silver gets into storage. Is that from the dig site? Actually, it's from the mine up in the hills. Picked the place clean from what I understand. Why did they need to do that? Don't ask questions. Just make sure what's on that flatbed gets melted down. Right.
sure that the lads will have these melted down. They work with me.